Welcome to TSP. I'm your host, Sensei Phil, with Matt, Finn, and Charlie. Coming up, the Late Late Show. No, not with James Corden, with Leon and Dallo. Reaction shortly. But first up, this.
Join me live on Monday on the Talking Shrimpers podcast.
Of the Shrimpers.
Yes, welcome to Alexa. Our guest, where is she? There she is. Welcome to Alexa.
Hi.
Welcome. We're all looking really hot in Mexico. Matt is looking really cold. Matt, where you been, first of all?
I've been all over, mate. I could just come back from gigs in Portugal at the weekend, and it was beautiful out there. And yeah, I haven't put the heating on yet. I haven't made that call, so I'm in the hat and scarf for this at the moment.
You're looking a little bit cold.
It's freezing in here, mate.
Yeah. So, Alexa, welcome. First of all, tell us about you.
Hi, I'm really happy to be here. I'm excited to talk about football, what we love. And yes, living that experience in the stadium was crazy with the Shrimpers. So I want to to hear more about this team. And yes, I came from Mexico, so this is so new for me, and I really enjoyed this experience with you with the Shrimpers in the stadium.
So, what do you do, sort of work-wise? You're doing a lot of stuff on social media back in Mexico, aren't you? Do you want to talk a bit about that?
Yes, well, I work in sports media in Mexico. I've been in this media 4 years, and my team in Mexico is Cruz Azul. So I have a lot of followers of that team in my social media. And yeah, I love to travel around the world, and I don't care about tourist things. I just want to go to the stadium. So yeah, that's what I like to do.
So, Cruz Azul won as well yesterday, 2-0, didn't they? Same as Southend. So, you must be very happy this last couple of days.
Yes, my teams
Yeah.
blew the same result. I think it's a signal.
Yeah, very good. So, tell us about your experience at Roots Hall on Saturday. Obviously, you met Kev. He's dressed up today. He's got all the gear on. Tell us about your day.
Yes, well, the first time I went to the stadium was on Boxing Day last year. So I was really impressed with the support of the fans, and of course I wanted to come back here and know more about the team. Obviously, I have my shirt and I use it in Mexico too. So this was a really nice opportunity to meet all the players and the coach. People in the club was amazing with me, and to have that like to be that close to a team is so exciting. Like I don't have this in Mexico, and all the divisions in here in England football are crazy. So having this opportunity to be close to a club here in England, and yes, it's the birthplace of football. So people are amazing too. The crowd, the fans are so loud where we sit it. So
Yeah, it
yes,
was in the North Bank, wasn't we?
yes, yes, and we had the celebration of the goal there, so it was more exciting.
Yeah, so one of the players you met before the game, you met a few, was Gus. Gus got Morris. And Gus promised, didn't he, that he was going to do a celebration of your favourite Mexican player if he scored.
Yeah,
But
well, it's not
he
my
tried
favorite
to score.
Mexican
Well,
player.
yeah, maybe not your favourite,
One
but
of
one
the
of them.
most popular.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
But he tried to score. He
yes,
did try, didn't he? He came close a couple of times.
yes, like maybe two times. We
Yeah.
were like, oh,
Yeah, I could see he was really annoyed because he really wanted to do that celebration.
yes,
Yeah, he came close a couple of times. But yeah, we also had, before the game, Riley kind of persuaded us to have the Gaffer Burger, which was huge. I've got to say, I don't know, guys, if you've had one of these, but if the Gaffer has one of these every week, his wife Fiona's going to be putting him on a massive diet because this thing was huge. It was I found it a battle to eat, but it was amazing. What did you think of that burger, Alexa?
Wow, amazing. Like, I never had something really tasty in stadiums. Like, usually food in stadiums are meh, but that was a big one.
Yeah, it's not always like that. It's just that end, I think.
Part of the experience.
Yeah, it was very impressive, very impressive. So you met most of the Southend players. You had a little challenge with them, didn't you? So let's just have a look at that. So what went on there? What was their challenge?
To try some Mexican candies, and Mexico have really strange candies for the world because we eat a lot of chile. So yeah, it was just sugar with chili.
Yeah, before we get in trouble, it was a tiny, tiny bit. But yeah, they had to answer a couple of questions first, didn't they? What were the questions?
Yes, what Mexican players and teams that they heard about or known. So yeah, they named a lot of Mexican players.
I have to say, the
Teams
goalkeeper, Nick
more less.
Hayes, he was amazing. He got loads of players and teams. His knowledge was really good. And actually, even more impressive was the manager's son, Noah Mayer. He honestly, I think he must have eaten a football manager game because he knew like every player, every team. Unbelievable. He went on forever, didn't he?
Yes, he named like not random players, but not very famous players in Mexico. So that was really impressive. And obviously, players that came here to Europe to play, they are more known, obviously. But he named players of Mexico that they just played in Mexico. So that was really
Yeah, I was very
impressive.
impressed. Well, if he doesn't follow in his dad's footsteps and play, I'm sure he will. But if he doesn't, he can always get a job as a scout, I guess, because yeah, his knowledge was brilliant. And then, as you said, they had to have they had a sweet as a treat, a little sweet. I had it; weren't too bad actually, but yeah, a lot of them weren't that impressed with it, were they? It's particularly Slavy, Charlie.
Yeah, Slavy weren't a fan at all, was he? I think Bridgie will be happy to take his sweet though. He seemed to love them, didn't he? He wanted more and more. So
There weren't many. And actually, Kev's wife, Fiona, she had one. She said, I really like that. I don't know what the fuss is about. And all the players are like, this is really disgusting. I messaged Coach yesterday, actually, and he said, that sweet was horrendous. but yeah, Fiona, she said, no, but no problem. Not a problem at all. Don't know what the fuss about. And then she gave one to her boys as well. And poor little Cody. I thought he was going to cry. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best at all. But yeah, Bridgie enjoyed that as well. But yeah, you sounded like you had a great day, Alexa.
Yeah, of course. Everything, the environment of a match day is amazing.
And we had a look at the director's box and went into the far post. And Matt, I don't know if you knew this. I certainly didn't know. And I don't know if you did, Charlie, but Riley was telling me that in the far post, up on the ceiling is what I think is the crossbar from the first game or something. And that's why it's called the far post. I never knew that. I didn't even notice it, but I was like, oh, yeah. Did you know that?
So the crossbar from the very first
Yeah, I think it's the first game or something like that.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't know that. Oh, you have to point it out to me next time.
We'll just look up. Honestly, I never noticed it before. And now when we saw it, it was like, oh, yeah. Didn't we, Charlie?
yeah, I mean, I've noticed it to be fair a few times and that. I wasn't too sure of like the relevance of it. I presumed it's obviously some sort of historic part of a goal, but wasn't aware of actually how old it was. So yeah, it's nice to have that bit of history in the club.
Obviously, had too many drinks in there to notice. I guess didn't look up too much, but yeah, that was an interesting fact. So yeah, Riley was great.
If you did a crossbar challenge in the far post, you have to do a shot every time you hit it.
Well, we're going to talk about that later, but yeah, that's a great idea. Oh my, that could be carnage, couldn't it? It could be a bit like us at the end of the show today with what we got planned. Yeah, that would be yeah. I like the idea of that, Matt. Could happen. Cool. Okay. So Alexa, would you now call yourself a shrimper?
I think so.
Yeah.
I need to go more to another matches, but yes, I feel love to this team right now.
Fantastic. Well, we love having you there, and you obviously brought us good luck because we kept that winning run going, so that was good. So let's
Phil,
get some match
just one,
reaction.
Sorry, Phil. Could I just ask one
Yeah,
question
of
to
course.
Alexa? Would you ever consider going to an away game with Southend?
Oh, she's got to do that.
No, but it will be really interesting.
I think those are, I think you'd enjoy those. If you like the atmosphere, maybe not the burgers at some of those grounds, especially at Forest Green. But if you, I think you enjoy a away game.
Yeah, it will be great. Yes.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Alexa, I wanted to ask. You said you had a burger at the ground. What sort of food do they serve up at the Mexican football? Is it burgers still, or have you got lots of other food?
Oof, a lot of food. Like
Yeah.
in Mexico, we eat a lot of things. Like you can buy obviously, yes, burgers, pizzas, but you can have obviously tacos,
Oh, there you go.
tortas, churros, a lot of sweets too. Yeah, we have crazy things, and in the different stadiums you can find different things. So yes.
So if you could pick one food item from the food you've had at football in Mexico to bring to a Southend game, what would be the best one to introduce at Southend, do you think?
It's when I'm here, obviously I miss tacos. So
Yeah.
really good night.
Yeah.
Tacos. Yeah,
Shrimp taco.
tacos.
There we go, Riley.
Just-
You've heard it. Shrimp taco. That's what we got to bring in.
Can I just ask one quick question as well to Alexa, if that's all right, Phil, quickly before we move on? Just Alexa, just intrigued to know, where's the relation or what made you come to a Southend game? Because obviously British football, English football, there's plenty of clubs to choose from. What made you, or what was the draw to come to Southend?
Refereeing standards.
Okay. I think first of all, like you said, love of football because my parents and my boyfriend he born here, so I'm
Oh,
here
okay.
with my boyfriend, and obviously I need to whenever I go, I search football. So yes.
Mhm. Right, and you just stumbled across us and
So Alexa's boyfriend Ronan, I used to teach him jiu-jitsu, and his mum was my wife's training partner. They did their black belts together, so that's kind of the link. Yeah, and obviously Ronan.
I see. I got you then.
Sports Southend, and yeah, they met, and here we are. We've now got a link to Mexico. So yeah, there we go. It's great.
We could be
Down with us. Glad you enjoyed the game. We're going to chat more. Let's talk about the game Saturday. Finn, they were really hard to break down, weren't they? Took a long time. Very frustrating.
Absolutely. I was saying this to my dad. It's difficult when you play, and I don't mean any respect to Brackley by this, but smaller teams who I think would be more than happy with a 0-0 draw out of that game, really. And it's hard when they come to Roots Hall, and it's just so hard to break down that defence. And props to them. I think they set up really well defensively.
Yeah, they did.
And,
to be fair,
whenever we were coming forward, it was like it felt like we had four men on us at all times. It was so hard to get the ball moving, get the ball out. And yeah, it was difficult, and fair play to them because, as I said, they set up and their game plan very nearly worked, I think. But I mean that ending made it all worth it, I think. And it kind of, I think up until that point, we were a little bit. Well, me personally, I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, we should have really won this game. But then you get those two goals, and suddenly you kind of forget about it, and it's a good win.
So Charlie, you were probably the closest to it because obviously I was behind the North Bank and Finn was in the West down in that corner. We had a penalty shout potentially and an offside. Now the offside, I've only seen it back on the video. It looked to me like Dallas was in an offside position coming back and Keenan nodded it on. But I don't know. People went mad saying it weren't offside. And what was your view?
Yeah. So first of all, with the penalty, to be fair, I didn't have a brilliant view of it. It was on sort of the opposite side of the pitch from where I was. So, I mean, naturally, someone goes down in the box, you're screaming for a penalty regardless. So I was off my seat calling, blatant penalty. But it probably wasn't as blatant as I probably wanted it to be. So I'm not too sure if it was a penalty, to be honest with you. And with the offside, at the time I was absolutely livid, and I was probably more livid with just the officiating of it and the decision over it, not the actual outcome. No, so I think ultimately the right decision was made. I think Dallas was quite clearly offside. It's clearly come off a Keenan. Dallas is, he's sort of trying to come back onside, but he's still a couple of yards off when he's got it. I mean, he's took his finish really, really well as well following it. But for me, it's just the frustration and delay. I mean, we don't have VAR, but I mean, they may as well have had it for that decision because it was just ridiculous. It was from the linesman. I would have thought probably had quite a clear view of it. It wasn't loads of players in the way or anything, and yet he didn't raise his flag, kept it down. We scored, we celebrated, and then all of a sudden there's a crowd of people around the linesman. The ref goes running over there, and I don't know, it felt like a couple of minutes. It probably wasn't. It was probably only like 30, 40 seconds. And all of a sudden the ref's given offside, and the linos ran up, a few yards up the line and put his flag up. And I'm like, if it was offside, why are you not making a decision there and then?
Yeah.
But ultimately, yeah, it probably was the right decision, but it was just the way it was given that was really annoying.
Boyfriend Ronan, he did capture it, didn't he? And it looked to us like a pen. But there was also another incident where the ball went out of play. Everyone's screaming for it, and Lino waved it on. Now, her boyfriend Ronan got it perfectly. He's got the still of the picture, and you can see this ball is about that far out. So it's like, and the Lino's like a metre away. It's like, and he's even looking. You're like, what's he doing?
That's what I think. That's just what's frustrating in this league, isn't it? It's look, refs have got in fourth officials and officiating. It's a tough gig. I get that, but you just want them to get the simple decisions right. There's some real simple decisions, and they just make a right mess of it. And I think they don't do themselves any favours. No. And we seem to have an awful lot of them that fruits all.
Matt, I don't know if you saw the game at all. Was it on DAZN or?
It was on DAZN. I actually bumped into the Brackley team on the way up to my gig. I stopped
off
at South Mim Services, and I was planning on giving him a load of stick because I see him as I turned up. But right at that moment, I dropped all my McDonald's down me, so I had it all down me jeans and all over me top.
You weren't loving it either.
No, I won't. There's no way you can give like a professional football team stick if you're covered in your own food, is there? So I just sort of booed them quietly underneath my breath. But one thing that struck me was they were actually a small team. Like there were very few players that hit the 6 foot mark for the Brackley team. And it surprised me that Gary Hooper wasn't involved for that reason. Really, I know he's not had a great time of it lately, but he probably would have had an effect on the game with the size of their team. But no, I mean, I watched it on DAZN, just same as you guys, really. Frustrated. Fair play to them for defending well. And I think credit has to go to Kevin for making the changes.
And we'll come to that, but did DAZN show that incident with a penalty in the first half? I don't know if.
What were you referring to? Is that where they sort of run into each other, the players?
It looked like Dallas got clattered, but from where I was standing, it's hard to see.
From what I saw of it, it looked more like just a coming together, like they both sort of went into it. And what struck me was, and I think they actually said it on the commentary as well, there was very few appeals from the players at the time either.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the crowd did, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I think it would have been harsh, but if it was given against you, you'd have something to say about it as one of those.
So Alexa, what is we talk about the officials a lot in this league and how bad they are, and what is it like in the Mexican league? Can you compare it?
Yes, the truth is that we have very, very bad referees, and every single week we have a lot of polemic plays and everything. So I was like the same in Mexico.
So
I was feeling like this is the same in Mexico.
So do you
getting mad with the referee?
Do you have VAR in that league in Mexico?
Yes.
Oh, you do?
Yes, we have. But it doesn't matter because no.
So how did it feel for you watching Southend and not having VAR, just relying on the referee and the officials? I mean, it keeps the game flowing.
Yeah, but I feel like this is football, like the real football that we
Yeah,
watch before. So
I prefer not to have it, I
even
have to say.
even we don't have, if even we have the how is it in English,
VAR.
sorry, VAR.
Yeah,
In Spanish is bar. We have it in Mexico, but it's like it doesn't matter because their decisions are the same. And after the match, they always post a statement with, "Oh, sorry, this decision was wrong." So it's stupid.
yeah. Well, the goals came, as we said, very, very late on. They very frustrated us for a long time. Thought it was going to be a draw. I've got to first thank the goalkeeper of Brackley because what I hate these days is the goalkeepers are wasting so much time, especially teams like Brackley that want to come away from home, get a point, waste as much time as you do. But I have to thank him on this occasion because the time he wasted gave us an extra 8 minutes, and that's where the goals came. So that's the first point. And then, people have questioned, I'm going to come to you on this. People have questioned Kev about his substitutions the last couple of years, but I think this season he's got it right a lot of the time. And, Saturday, those changes made such a difference. I was actually saying, I don't know if you remember, Alexa, I was saying, I think we need Leon to come on to drive at them with the ball because I could see that that's the only way we were going to open them up because we tried to go round them. We were trying to go play triangles through them and it wasn't quite working. But yeah, Coker and Leon came on 67. I thought Cokes was really up the pace of the game. He was trying to move the ball a lot in that final third. We were getting a lot more shots in. Leon was getting in positions. Then Miley and Walker on 81 minutes and Bridgie 89. And all 5 players were involved in that first goal. It was a brilliant goal, excluding the finish, which was great in itself, but the build-up, all 5 players
Yeah,
involved,
absolutely.
fantastic.
Yeah, I think I just wish with our fans maybe that they'd give the same amount of praise to Kev about his substitutions as they were criticising it before. And I think when people were criticising his subs before, where maybe he weren't making quite the subs that maybe we'd like to make it, for example, but like months ago, I think it's difficult for him because he was used to, for quite a long time, not really having any choice off the bench, so not really knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And when he'd experienced that for so long, and then suddenly he's got loads of players, I do feel for him. It's really hard to find that balance of rotating the squad, find that balance of who to bring on. But I think he's really started to nail it, and I think especially on the game at the weekend, I think he absolutely nailed it. I think the subs were perfect, really. I mean, maybe Walker, I would like to see him come on a little bit earlier, but to be honest, I can't really complain with that one at all. I thought Walker was brilliant when he came on. Parallon, of course, was brilliant when he came on. What a goal!
Yeah, it was a
But I
great
think
goal.
I think Walker deserves a mention though for setting up the Dallas goal as well.
Yes, I was going to mention
really good
him.
run.
We've talked about him in recent weeks, haven't we, as being super sub, mentioned the goals he's getting from the bench. But this time it was an assist. Brilliant. I mean, 9 times out of 10, he would have taken a shot, but he laid it off and it was just on a plate for Dallas, who I thought was excellent all game, deserved his goal.
Yeah. It's just a quality last few minutes, and like the subs, as you said, were perfect. I think Coker as well certainly deserves mention. I think what I like about Coker is he'll never have a game for Southend where you don't notice him, you don't think, you don't realise that he's playing, because he's just always has the ball. Whatever he's doing, he's always on the ball. He's always involved in the goals. He's always involved, and I like that about him. And his work rate is superb, I think. So. Perfect subs, and I just wish that people would maybe give Kev the praise he deserves on the subs when they were criticising him before.
Charlie, what was your thought on Dallas' performance?
Yeah, he's a brilliant signing, isn't he, for us? You can really see now what he brings to the team. His work rate, on and off the ball. He's got, he's just a real class player throughout the game. Yet again, his work rate doesn't go unnoticed, and I find him and Slavy, work really well together. I like that partnership that's developing, which is, unfortunately, Slavy wasn't able to get his goal on Saturday, but the link up between them, I think, like we said earlier on, Brackley set out, as I sort of predicted last week, really. I think they was due to set out and try and frustrate us. They're probably happy to play out for the point, really. They put everybody behind that ball, and it just took a bit of patience for us just to, just chip away at it, and eventually the quality will shine through, which ultimately it did. And I think Dallas has said he had that goal that was disallowed, which I thought he took really, really well. And it was good for him then to, get his goal, because I think, it was just awards, really. He's gone a couple of games without a goal. Not that he would have been panicking by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, again, it's another striker that's on the score sheet for us. So yeah, brilliant.
Now, last night I was in communications with a former player of ours, Duncan Jupp, and he's actually in Mexico, funnily enough, at the moment. And he was saying that, he's loving it there. He said, I've never done diving before. He said, and the diving is amazing. Talking about diving, Matt, I don't know if you saw the second penalty shout. I said to Dallas after the game, I thought you should have had a penalty. He said, what, second half? I said, no, first half. And he said, oh, no, I thought second half. I thought he run through me. And I said, well, if I'm honest, mate, I think you need to get in the swimming pool, practice your diving a bit. And he did laugh. I don't know if you saw it, but it was pretty bad.
Yeah, it reminded me of there was an edition of FIFA a few years back where you could actually press both the shoulder buttons and the player would dive. It looked a little bit like that.
It was hilarious.
That animation, yeah.
Finn, I don't know if you saw it from where you were.
Yeah, I saw it, and it was. I just heard loads of people near me just laugh, like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, it was a shocker.
Yeah,
you probably didn't see it where you were, Charlie. It was down in that.
No, I saw it really clearly. Funny enough, straight down the touchline, I could see it, and as soon as it cut, I was like, "Oh my god, there's no." I mean, the ref wasn't going to give us a penalty regardless all game, so he certainly wasn't going to give us a penalty for that. That's for sure.
Yeah, Dallo, if you're listening, practice. Get a Garens, get down the swimming pool, practice a bit more with that. But yeah, he's shooting. He had his shooting boots. Alexa, who are you impressed with?
Yeah, I think with Andrew Dallas. Yeah, and obviously the goal, but I think he's a complete player.
Yeah, he's a great player. As you say, complete. He runs into channels, holds the ball up well, gets on everything. He's a great player. Really good player. Anyone else?
Could just give a shout out to Nick Hayes as well.
Yeah.
I think he performed very well. Made a couple of big saves
actually
in that first half.
Yeah, and, from Danny Waldron as well.
Yeah. Who I'm pleased got a nice round of applause when he went off as well. By the way, I think that was a nice touch. But yeah, like that's never easy for a goalkeeper, is it? Being brought in when you've sat on the bench for so long. I thought he handled himself very, very well in that game, actually. And I've not always been a massive fan of Nick Hayes, but I was very impressed with him at the weekend.
Yeah, clean sheets are great for him. And as we said, a couple of great saves early on. Yeah. If they get an early goal, it's a different game, isn't it? Because they're going to park the bus totally, which I kind of did a bit.
Hang on for them.
It would have been even worse. And Finn, thankfully, no knee slide from Dallas in North Bank.
No knee slide from Danny Waldron. I wanted to just shout out one more player, which is Harry Taylor, who I think will probably go under the radar for that game, because I think defenders quite often do go under the radar. But I think, honestly, like there were quite a few times where they kind of went through and he just came out of nowhere. And he's such well, for me, in my time watching Southend, I think he's one of the most consistent players I've ever seen. He's just he's consistent. I can't remember the last time I saw him drop anything lower than a 7.5.
Yeah, like very impressive. Very impressive.
Quality player.
He's got to be considered one of the best defenders in the league now.
I would agree.
Like, I've never seen him have a bad game.
No, I've never ever seen him. Not even like an average game, really. Like pretty much every game is good or above, which usually it's more than that. So yeah, he's a quality player. I'm a big fan of Harry Taylor personally.
So funny you say that, because Chris Phillips tweeted last night that Harry Taylor, if he gets one more booking, he's on a match suspension. Now we've got Carlisle coming up. Would it be, if you're going to get one, you're thinking take one against Woking, because against Willesden and miss the Woking game, because I think Carlisle, big game. We need a player like him.
Yeah, I think probably it might be smart. I mean, I'd rather him just not get any bookings, but he's always going to do that, and so and to be fair, sometimes I don't mind a defender getting a little booking. So yeah, I think the Carlisle game is a really important one for us. So hopefully he's not suspended for that one.
Oh, we're into added time. That's fine. Keep going, Matt.
I was just going to say, I was just thinking, like, as you say that, I can't remember the last time that we put a team sheet in the league where Harry Taylor wasn't involved. Like, who would replace him? Really, it's such a big.
Yeah,
it's
that's a
such
great
big gap,
question.
isn't it?
Yeah, and what I was saying this to my dad during the game, and I was saying, as much as I love Ralph, and I'm not saying in any way that he's not a great captain, but you look at a team, and it's like I feel bad for Harry Taylor in a way that look like we have such a great captain already in Ralph, because he is like captain material all over. Like you couldn't really get somebody who's more built for a captain role than him, I guess, except from Ralph. So it's like, yeah, it's just annoying in a way having two massive leaders in that team. I feel a bit bad for him, really.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up in the halftime show, we've got the Academy Watch. We look at how the ladies got on yesterday, and we're hoping to have on a halftime legend on the show, possibly. And we'll be talking more with Alexa, so don't go away.
This is the halftime show in memory of John Gorrell.
Okay. Breaking news. So it was announced last week that Jack Stone has signed a 1-year contract. That's a story we've been following. So great news there. Charlie, your response?
Yeah, one of relief, I guess, is ultimately there's a lot of speculation on, well, not speculation, but just uncertainty around him as to his career and if it would be with us or if he'd be going on to something new. So it's good to have him sign that contract with us. And I've seen that he's, is it until January he's with Grays until
that's
initially?
Right. We put him on loan to Grays.
Yeah, which is only a good thing, I think. Get him straight back out, get him some action in the men's game to fitness and within the men's game, and that can only bode well for us in the future. So yeah, I'm personally really, really happy. He's a player that I'm really excited by, but I just think we have to be careful. We have to nurture him a bit. We don't want to. We're fortunate now. We're at a stage at the club where in previous years we may have had to rely on these younger players, and potentially, it could really affect their future and their development. But obviously now we're in a much better position where we can nurture these younger players, come through, and take our time a little bit with them and integrate them into the team as of when. I'm sure he'll get the odd appearance here and there, but initially, being out on Grays, I think it's a really good move.
So the under 18s, obviously, we played Grays, as you said, in the Essex Senior Cup, and we put out the youngsters. They lost 4-0. Big test for them, but it wouldn't have done them harm, would it?
No, not at all. I mean, we speak about how well they're doing, our youth set up in the leagues and stuff, and obviously progressing in the Youth FA Cup. They're doing really well. So in the Essex Senior Cup, yeah, I mean, we could have put our first team out if we really wanted to, but realistically, is that something we're going to do? No. So it made sense to put the youngsters out to give them a bit of some minutes, and without sort of repeating myself, it just gives them some experience in the men's game. And it'll be a learning curve for some of them, but I think they can still walk away with their heads held high. I know it's 4-0 on paper, it looks like an absolute drumming, but considering the age of these players that are out against them, I think we should be proud.
So the under 19s are in action again tomorrow in the FA Cup again, and they have been brilliant. They're going really, really well. Hey, there's Will. We're going to chat to you in a moment. They're going really, really well. So good luck to them. They've got Bishop Stortford away. We'll come back to them because this is a real legend here. We've got Will. Will, can you hear us? While we're trying to get him, let me show you. So Saturday, Will took part in the crossbar challenge. He's gone. Hopefully he'll be back. We'll just show. This was his first penalty. Yeah, have a look at this, guys. Very impressive. And then he got to take a second one.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. How good is that, guys?
Sign him up.
Yeah,
There you go. He should have been in against Grays.
there he is. He's back again. So
Hi.
Well done, Will.
we've just shown your challenge, Will. Absolutely brilliant. So first of all, not just one but two. Wasn't it showing off a little bit?
I was really shocked. The first one was good, but the second one was even better.
That was brilliant. It's really good. Who was you at the game with, Will?
So, my granddad, my uncle, my friend who I did it with, and then his dad. It was really
So
fun.
I bet they were really proud of you, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My granddad on the video, you could hear him going like, that's my grandson scoring 2 crossbars.
Oh,
Brilliant. So how confident were you when you stepped up to take it? Did you think you were going to do it?
Maybe once, but definitely not doing it twice.
I know. That's just showing off. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So who's your
Will, I bet-
favourite? Yeah, go on, Charlie.
so yeah, Will, I just want a quick question for you, mate. So obviously Alexis LOS was there picking the two people, and obviously you was one of the lucky ones. What was it that you had to do to get his attention, to get chosen?
Good question.
So basically, in like the video at the start, like a few days ago before the match, he said he's going to pick two of the loudest fans from the North Bank.
Oh, so you're quite noisy, are you?
Yeah.
So Charlie, you've got to shout a bit louder, mate, if you want to get picked.
I don't think I'll be hitting 2 crossbars like Will. He set, no pun intended, he has set the bar high.
He
Like, I
really
think
has.
that's a hell of an achievement. Yeah.
Amazing. I've never seen that, Will. I mean, I've seen lots of crossbar challenges, but I've never, ever seen anyone do it twice. Incredible.
In front of the whole stadium as well.
I know.
Yeah, how was that?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Who's your favourite player, Will?
So at the moment, I like Paralon and Dallas.
Excellent.
And for like defenders, Taylor and Goodliff.
Well, I bet they were all really impressed with it. I bet they were really impressed.
Yeah, on the video, you could see like the substitutes. They were like clapping when I got it at first.
Let me play
watching
it
me.
again. Let me play it again so you can see it. So here we go again. This is your first one. Incredible. And then your second one.
Yeah.
So good. So good. Will, you got to be honest with me now. Was it luck or was it skill?
50-50.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think you can hit it twice and not be skill.
Yeah. The
You're
first
too
one
modest.
was
Yeah, give yourself more credit.
the first one was a bit of luck, but mostly skill. The second one was really skill.
Excellent.
Good man. Will, can I ask you a quick question, mate? What was you wearing on your feet? Did you bring your boots to the game or was you wearing your trainers?
No, that's what my dad said. I was wearing like Nike trainers.
Oh, it
was
gets
really
even better.
slippery.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Will,
Yeah.
Will,
Well
do you
done, Will.
play for a team?
I play for Hadley.
Do you? Well, I don't think you're going to be playing there much longer because when Kev Mayer sees this, I think he's going to want to sign you up. I think he
What
should.
position do you play, Will?
Like a bit of centre mid and right winger.
Nice. Gus.
Oh,
He's like
cool.
a Gus Scott Morris.
Yeah. You're
Brilliant.
quite fit then.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, I think we've not had a lot of luck with penalties hitting the target, and you obviously hit the target you were supposed to twice. So I think we might have to call on you to take some of our penalties for Southend. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, I'd be
Absolutely.
starting him in the FA Cup
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah. What are you doing on
Yeah.
Saturday, Will? You available?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Right, Kev, get him in the team. Get him on the pitch. Could go penalty shootout, actually, couldn't it? So that could work out well for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, Will, it's been brilliant having you on the show. Thank you for coming on. We're all so impressed with you. And you are
Yeah,
now
really
an
well done,
absolute legend. You definitely been one of the moments of the season for the podcast. So well done. Big clap to you. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Take care,
Yeah,
Will.
really well done,
and we'll
mate.
see you soon.
Yeah.
Well
Bye.
done. Well done.
Bye, mate.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Absolutely amazing. How good was that? How good was he?
Wait, how nice was that? I was literally just about to say, how nice was that? That was really nice.
The accuracy. And he's wearing
And
Nike trainers. I mean, man.
literally, like anyone that's stepping up for that now, like, I'll be surprised you're going to find someone else going to hit it twice.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
genuinely, like once is hard enough. Like
Yeah.
to do it twice, and
I've
he's
never
only
seen
young.
that.
Like it's incredible.
Yeah, fair play to
Yeah,
him.
really well done to him.
What an absolute legend Will is.
Are they still
Absolute
giving
legend.
away a Are they still giving away a car as the prize for
Oh,
doing the half?
yeah, they should do that. Yeah,
Can you imagine?
He'll be lining up every week. won't
No,
he?
I'm sure the club would have given him something, that's
Yeah,
for
they're
sure,
gonna
for that
sort it out,
achievement. I know he
yeah.
missed out on the curry, but I'm sure they would have given him something, you like to think.
Yeah, maybe he can meet Darren Curry or something. I don't know. Fantastic. Okay, so back to the academy.
I had to do. Oh, sorry. I had to do the same once in an Olympic stadium in Mexico.
Tell us about that,
Well,
Alexa.
not the same, just to shoot a goal, but I had 3 opportunities, and I was like the last one to score the goal. And everyone was booing me, but finally at the third, I scored the goal. So now I said, how many goals did you score in that stadium?
Exactly. And you had about 50,000 watching, didn't you?
Sorry?
You had about 50,000 people watching.
Yes.
That's
a
pressure.
full stadium. Yes.
That's pressure.
What was your
Was.
celebration, Alexa?
Yeah.
No, like finally.
Finally.
I never played football, so
Yeah, well done.
Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, the as I said, the under-19s are playing tomorrow night in the FA Cup again. Bishop Stortford been on a great run, so good luck to them. The under-17s played Lowestoft in the cup on Wednesday, and we had a fan of the week on last week, Finn, didn't we? Ethan. He described this game. I would say Ethan would describe it as a Vindaloo fixture. We're going to score one more than you. And that's exactly what happened. 4-3 the score. Now, we went 3-0 up. Matthew Blake with 1 and Leo Filomarino got 2 to put us 3-0 up. Just before half-time, they pulled one back 3-1. And then they came back to 3-0, and it was down to Thomas Telford to score a winner, 4-3. So through to the next round. Amazing. Brilliant. Well done, boys. And the ladies, they played yesterday. Played away to Colchester United, suffered a 3-1 loss, unfortunately. They're having a bit of a bad time at the moment. I'm sure they'll pick up. But a goal from Zoe Johnston. I've seen Zoe Johnston, been really impressed with her. You guys, I think, have you seen her play in the middle?
Yeah, Zoe's great. Yeah, she's got a. She's kind of. I've only seen her once, Charlie. I think you've seen her a couple of times, but she seemed to be absolutely everywhere on the time that I saw her. She's a bit of an all-action midfielder. So yeah, great to see her grabbing some goals.
Roy Keane type, I called her. Yeah, great that she got her first goal, 25 yards, I believe. So yeah, well done. Then second half they went down, so they were 1-0 up, I believe, half time, and went down to a second half hat trick from Keisha and Moa. So they've got an opportunity to get their payback this Sunday. They've got Colchester at home, the Garrons. So if you get a chance, people get down to support them, and let's turn them over. Let's do that. Alexa, ladies football is also huge in Mexico, isn't it?
yes. I don't really follow women's football like a lot, but I'm really proud of women's football in Mexico because it was since 2017, I think, and it has grown a lot. Like we have a lot of fans, and I think a couple of months ago we have a transfer
Yeah.
to the MLS women's football, and it was the more expensive one.
Elizabeth
So yeah,
Ovali, is that how you say it?
yes,
Yep.
yes,
From
Lisbeth Ovalle, La Maga
Cyclist
Ovalle.
Orlando, $1.5 million. Yeah, in
Yeah,
August.
it's crazy. And we
Huge.
have another Mexican player in Real Madrid. So yeah, it's really nice to see a women's having this opportunity to have a spot in football. And in Mexico, we have Club America, that is one of the best teams in women's football and men's football. And we had some matches against Barcelona, that are the women's team. It's really good too. So they have uh, the 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 best players in Barcelona. So I had the opportunity to go to a match of Club America against
Excellent.
Barcelona, and yeah, that was in the Estadio Azteca. So it was crazy to see the support of women's football there.
So it's quite a big league. I think there's 23, 24 teams in the league, and your team, Cruz Azul, women's team, they're seventh, so they're not doing too bad.
No, but yeah, women's team of Cruz Azul, it's not really good. The truth, yeah.
Tell us about the men's team, because you were telling me that they won the equivalent of the Champions League. I can never say it. Come on, guys, help me out.
The CONCACAF Champions League.
CONCACAF.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they won that.
Yeah, it's our confederation. Like we always just play against teams in United States and Canada and some other teams. We don't play against South America teams, but our confederation is CONCACAF, and right now Cruz Azul, my team, is the actual winner of that
Excellent.
cup. So yeah, it's really nice. We already have our ticket to the World Club in
Okay.
2029.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, we'll be keeping an eye on them. We're definitely on the podcast now. We'll be keeping an eye on Cruz Azul. We'll keep that collaboration going, and you can keep an eye on
We are
Southend.
blues too.
Yeah.
And I want to tell you something really curious about Cruz Azul. Like the beginning of the thing, the team, it was a big fabric. So the owner was British, and that's
Oh,
why
right.
we have the colors, and yeah, all the team is because of the like British. Yeah. So yeah.
There you go. Fact that we didn't know. Brilliant. So yeah, where else? What other grounds have you been to that you've been really impressed with? Sort of anywhere in the world. Where's your favourites? Routes.
Wow. Okay. Like I have to say that Estadio Azteca is my favorite one
Yeah.
because of the history, obviously. But I really like San Siro
San
in Milan.
Siro. Yeah. Not been there actually.
Yes, and obviously Wembley too is one of the biggest ones I've seen. Yes.
And have you been to the Barcelona stadium?
Yes.
Yeah, it's an
Yes, to the
amazing
Camp
ground. That
Nou
is. Yeah.
and yeah, the Bernabeu. I went a couple of years ago when it was before the new one and the new one. So yeah, both, and it's
I've not been to the new
really
one,
really
but
big
yeah,
too.
I loved the old one. Yeah, incredible.
Yes.
Incredible. You got a great job. I'm very envious. Amazing. So you've got we talked about the World Cup. You've got the World Cup there next year, haven't you? People must
Yes.
be getting really excited about that.
We are. Today was the second part of the draw to have tickets. So we are crazy about the World Cup. Everyone is so excited. We just have 10 matches, but we don't need more because Mexico are really passionate and really crazy about football and about sports events in general. So, yeah, maybe we are not prepared, but yes, we are really excited.
Now, I think the last time it was there, it was one of my favourite. It's probably my most favourite World Cup, actually. 1986. Probably you might have just been around, Charlie, Matt. Don't know. Maybe toddlers. Maybe a bit after.
No, I still wasn't
Same age.
thought about at that point, I'm afraid.
You must have seen footage though. The one that stands out was the Maradona. It was the one with the Maradona handball, hand of God
Yeah,
goal.
yeah.
And then the second goal, unbelievable. And there's this, I don't know if you must have seen it, Alexa, the clip of that where Maradona picks the ball up and the shadow from the top of the stadium is like a spider on the pitch. That's what I always remember about the Azteca. It looks amazing ground.
Yeah, it is. It's really big and the crowd is always amazing. Obviously it's historic. It's gonna be the only three times World Cup stadium, so that's big. And in the first World Cup, Brazil won with Pelé, and
Yeah,
then with Maradona, Argentina.
of
So
course.
it's pure history.
So tell us about Mexico team. What can we expect from them at the World Cup? Have they got a chance?
Oof, no, I don't think so. Like,
Straight no.
we never reached the fifth match,
Right.
so never. Last World Cup we just have our three matches and that's all. So I hope maybe four
But
matches.
you'll have the home support, so that gives you a little bit of an
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah, and Mexico always made a good job in World Cups. Like even we are not in the best level, World Cup means a lot for us. So they do well in World Cups usually.
Now there was a player I remember for Mexico. Now, guys, come on, don't let me down here. If you know your football, you'll know this name. He's now 67, played in the Mexico World Cup. A guy called Hugo Sanchez. He's massive in Mexico. Played for Real Madrid. Finn's nodding. Absolute brilliant player. Anyone? Or is it just me?
Did he? I could be wrong about this. Did he have like quite a lot of hair,
I think
like an
he did,
afro?
yeah.
If
Yes.
he did, then I think I know who you
Finn,
mean.
well done.
But if not, then maybe I'm thinking the wrong player.
Have a look at his
I'm gonna
footage,
search him up
guys.
quick.
He was brilliant. And didn't he used to do somersaults?
Yes.
Yes, I thought so. Yeah. Yeah, check him out. What a player. What a player.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was kind of quite close. I mean, there's
Yeah,
quite a
there
bit
you
of
go.
hair
Yeah.
there. Maybe not an afro, but like,
Yeah, he
yeah,
had a
it's
bit of
quite
a
a bit of
barnet
hair.
on him.
It is who I thought it was anyway, but yeah, so I kind of know who you mean. But yeah.
Check him out
It's
on
a perm, isn't it?
YouTube.
Yeah, it's like in some pictures it's bigger.
You've not
so,
seen one of those for a while, Charlie.
Yeah, look,
No, not at all.
I get away
There we
with
go.
that. That's quite a lot of hair.
It's,
Yeah.
Yes, he was
Fair
an
enough.
yeah.
expert on like the bicycle goals.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Yeah,
to say it in
bicycle
English.
kick. Yeah. Ever
He
scored
was
any one of them, Matt?
really-
Only an own goal once. Was stretching to clear, went in over my head.
You take them all.
I'll take it though. Yeah.
Take them all. Guys, any questions from you for Alexa on World Cup or Mexico?
Yeah, who's the? I don't know many Mexican players at the moment. Who are the main stars of the Mexico team at the moment, Alexa?
Maybe Raúl Jiménez, that is here in the Premier
Yeah.
League in
Sure,
Fulham. Yeah, and now we have a very young player. Its name is Gilberto Mora. He was in the sub-20s World Cup, and he's really good. He has 17, but he had interest. Uh, teams like Real Madrid, Barcelona, here Manchester United, Manchester City had interest on Gilberto Mora, so he's the one to follow in this World Cup.
Maybe
Great.
Southend
he's
need
so
to
young.
check him out.
Yeah.
I have one question, Alexa. I don't know how into your like football kits you are, but one thing that sticks out to me about Mexico is always they've had some brilliant football kits over the years. Do you have like one that's your favourite of the national team?
Favorite what?
Favourite
Sorry.
football shirt?
Um.
There's been quite a few, so if you don't have one, then that's fine. But
Yeah, like, but Mexico.
yeah, so like any years that stick out to you of like brilliant football shirts or anything?
Okay, like right now it was like a big controversy about the new one because
Okay.
it was like, but the one that we are going to use in this World Cup is inspired in the one that they used in 1998.
Oh wow, yeah, one of the old ones. Nice.
Yes, they had the Aztec calendar here,
Oh, cool.
so
Nice.
that
Yeah.
one is, I think, the favorite of a lot of Mexicans
Yeah.
because of the meaning of the jersey. Yeah.
Now, Finn,
What?
you've just jogged my memory because there was, I remembered there was a Mexican goalkeeper called George Campos. And he had, when he played in the World Cup, he had the most colourful keeper shirt you'll ever see in your
Yeah.
life. Yeah, I'll put this on when we put the final edit out. But yeah, look
Yeah.
him up. It was, that's really when those crazy goalkeeper shirts started all. You talked about that last week, Charlie, crazy goalkeeper shirts. But I think he sparked it all off. He had some insane coloured shirts. But yeah, look him up. George Campos. Do you remember him at all? Well, you won't remember him, Alexa, but have you seen him in these crazy goalkeeper kits?
Yeah, of course. He's a legend. Like, look at
There
this.
we go.
Oh yeah, there
look
you
at
go.
that. Look at that kit.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
he's one of the best goalkeepers in the
He
history
was
of
brilliant.
Mexico.
Yeah,
Yes.
really good keeper.
This was just quickly, Alexa, is this the one that you said is the new one based on?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that is literally my favourite
That one.
Mexico kit ever. That's the exact one I have in my head when I think of Mexico.
Yes.
So I didn't know they based a new one off that, but that's the first thing I think of when I think of Mexican football are some of the kits and like the goalkeeper kits and stuff. They're quality. I'm a big football kit collector, so
Yeah, I really like that one actually. Might have to get a Mexico shirt.
Just a quick one based on the World Cup. I take it we'll be going out there doing a live podcast from Mexico, are we, for the World Cup?
Great call, Charlie. Great call.
We'll get our Factor 50 on.
Yeah.
That'll be the first time we've all met in real life as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might well be, yeah.
Wouldn't be a
Yeah,
bad
can you
place, would
imagine?
it? In the Azteca.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All sporting those goalkeeper shirts. Yeah, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? With eating tacos and burgers. Not just burgers,
Yeah.
but tacos and burgers. Yeah, we're living the dream.
Alexa,
mate.
what will the weather be like? Is it going to be quite warm when the World Cup's on?
Oh, okay. In Mexico, we have like a really nice weather all the year, but in that months, in June, July,
June, July.
it rains a lot, but a big torment. Like we have a lot of problems in the city because of that. So yeah, I'm afraid that maybe fans will be a little bit disappointed with
Well,
our weather.
it'll suit the British
Yeah, I was
players then,
gonna
because
say.
we're used to playing in the rain, so
England
we'll
will be
be all
happy with
right.
that. Definitely.
But the rain in Mexico City is crazy. Like here, it rains like maybe all the day is raining. But in Mexico, it can rain maybe just 1 hour, but it's
Torrential, yeah.
Torrential.
yes.
Yeah, a bit like Rochdale a couple of weeks ago when they called the game off.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hope you got some.
Yeah, let's hope you got better covers.
yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's have a look at our next game. So, yeah, we've got the Wilton Raider again in the cup match. We did the live draw a few weeks ago. We were all quite disappointed with that, weren't we? How are we feeling about it, boys? They got a great result on Saturday, 4-2 at home to Sutton. Lost 2 before that. So their form's a bit up and down. We're obviously 4 games on the trot with a win. what we feeling. Matt, what do you feel about that fixture?
It's one of those games, Wilson, where I always feel like, oh, it's going to be a bit of a walk in the park. But
Yeah, we thought that
we
last
lost
time.
to him and obviously we lost to him a little while ago. I don't know. It's just it's a horrible FA Cup first round draw, isn't it? It's a horrible place to go. It's a horrible like banana skin, if you will. I'm fearing the worst. I'm usually quite positive, as you well know, with my predictions. But I'm fearing
just
the
a
worst
1-0
for this
win
one.
then.
Just the 1-0 win. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Got a bad feeling about it.
Finn?
I'll tell you what, Phil. I think I've changed my opinion a little bit since because when we did the live reaction of us, obviously I was quite gutted, but I think the more I think about it, I think it's at least, on paper, it's always different when you play Milestone, as Matt just said, but I think at least on paper, it's a game where we can win. We stand a chance of winning.
Yeah.
It's a winnable game. But yeah, as Matt said, I never really liked playing Milestone, to be honest. And it just kind of smells of like a few years ago. I don't know if anyone remembers it wasn't that long ago. It was like maybe 2-3 years ago when we played Woking in the FA Cup and got knocked out. It's kind of like that where you think, oh, it's a winnable game, and then we just got knocked out. So it's just, I'm a bit 50-50 on it, to be honest. We'll have to see what happens. But I've changed my mind a little bit, I think. I think I'm a little more positive than I was maybe a few weeks ago. I think probably because our form's picked up as well.
So, Alexa, are you familiar with the FA Cup much?
Yeah, a little bit. And it's one of the things that I really like about English football, that you can see these kind of matches, like teams of different divisions. So yeah, that's really, really nice.
Yeah, so it gives us an opportunity. Obviously, if we win this one, we're going to the second round. So you potentially got a bigger club. And then if you win that, you're in the third round. And that's where all the Premier League teams come in and Championship teams. And potentially it's a big money spinner for us. We can get a lot of money for that, which for a club like Southend would really help us. The fans would love to have an away game at Liverpool or Tottenham or Chelsea or Man United or, one of those clubs, or even at home. And you were quite impressed, weren't you? Because you saw that we beat a big team at Roots Hall a few years ago. Tell us about that. What did you learn on Saturday?
Yes, about Manchester United.
Yeah.
That I saw the video of the goal, and that was really, really a really
Yeah,
good
it wasn't
goal.
bad, was it?
And yeah, like that kind of histories are the thing that I love about this English football.
It's what we call the magic of the FA Cup, when anything could happen.
Yeah.
I actually, when I was in Manchester at the weekend for my gig, I went and did a stadium tour around Old Trafford. So as you can imagine, it was all Manchester United fans. There was a group of about 50 of us. The tour guide asked us, "Does anyone here that's not a Man United fan?" So, yeah, I'm a Southend fan. He went, "Oh, we won't worry about you." I had to remind him of our 100% record at that point.
Well done. Yeah.
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 And then I was at the back of the queue the whole way around the ground there. Now, every picture I've got has just got everyone else's heads because they wouldn't let me through to get a clear
At least
picture
you
of
could
anything
smile.
else. Yeah.
And
Yeah, at
did you
least I
remind
know
them that
it's
they
plain.
had Rooney and Ronaldo in the lineup and they still lost?
Oh, yeah. Every chance I got.
Well done, Matt. Well done. Well, listen, if we could get through to the second round and the third round, we would love Man United at home again, wouldn't we? Keep that 100% record up. That would be.
I'd probably
brilliant.
rather play Man United away, to be fair. That'd be quality. Go to Old Trafford, go in the away end. That's a bit of me, that.
If
I'd
you
love
talk
that.
about getting rained on at football, I think it'd be
Yeah,
better
you
than a
would.
Mexican summer
Yeah.
at Old Trafford. That would be
Yeah,
the only
exactly.
problem.
That would be like Mexican
Yeah.
rain. That really would.
Yeah, mind out for the rats on the floor and stuff there.
I don't know if you've seen it, Alexa, but the roof at Manchester United, it leaks a lot. And when it rains, the fans get very, very wet. So a bit like in Mexico, say, or Mexico winter, but just cold in Manchester. What have we got coming up? we've got, let's do some predictions actually. Alexa, you can join in with this. So we've got Wealdstone away. They're in the same division of us. Like I said, they won 4-2 on Saturday. We'll come to you last. We'll start with you, Charlie.
Oh, this is. I can't work out if I'm excited by this game or not. Like, I'm excited because it's the FA Cup, but it's Wealdstone. Like, it's hard to get excited by it. I was saying to Riley like before the game on Saturday, I was like, when it comes to the FA Cup, you just want a team that's not in your league. Like, you either, do you know what I mean? You either want one of the big clubs, the bigger League Ones, League Two clubs, or one of the smaller non-league games. And yeah, I mean, when you're playing someone that, you've already played only a couple of weeks ago, it's just a bit of a, well, here we go again. But off the back of that, I think hopefully that'll still be fresh in the mind of, we didn't play our best. It was quite a poor game from our standards, and I can't see us sort of having too many of those games across the season, to be honest. So, yeah, I think so. And, 4 wins on the bounce now. We're looking really good. Got, like I touched on last week, got strikers scoring, defence are keeping a clean sheet. Just throughout the squad now, it seems to be clicking. And the joy of it is that we can look to the bench and we've got impact players now that, if things are a little bit tight or not really, we need, a bit freshen things up. We've got that on the bench now, which Parallon and the likes showed on Saturday. So, I wonder if he will make a couple of changes. I'm not too sure, or if he will just, keep it going. Why change a winning team? So I think we will ultimately come out winners on it. I still think it will be a cagey affair. I don't think it's going to be as easy as maybe we want it to be. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win.
Let's go to you next, Finn.
Yeah, I'm quite undecided about this one. I think I've got a score in mind. It's difficult, but I'm going to say if we draw, so it goes to extra time and then penalties. Is that right?
Finn, why'd you do it?
Well, if it goes to extra time and then penalties, I think
We'll be giving Will a call. Won't we? Comes out penalty.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw and a win on penalties. 4-3 on penalties. That's what I'm going to go.
He's going to put the fans through the mill with that one, if that happens.
Yeah, but a win, which is all you need in the FA Cup.
After penalties. Matt, what are you going for?
Again, I'm not really looking forward to it, so I'm going to go for yeah, I know. I'm going to go for another late show. Maybe Parallon again to get us a 1-0 late on. Make sure that we don't have to go to pens. That'd be nice.
Alexa, what you going to say?
The same as Charlie. I think 2-1.
2-1, yeah. And I was going to go 2-1 as well, actually. I think they will nick one. But yeah, listen, if we win, I'm happy whether it's 1-0, 2-1. But yeah, there we go. Excellent. Okay. We've got coming up in the show next week, reaction from the FA Cup of Wealdstone. More from the Academy and the ladies. We'll have Jack Bridge in teammates. But before we go, we're gonna create a bit of TSP history here. We're gonna try. This is gonna go badly wrong, you know it, don't you? So we're gonna score a team goal, TSP goal, and Alexa's gonna give us her Mexican commentary or Spanish commentary. So yeah, let's do it. Let's get the football memories intro. Let's create the moment.
Football memories in it.
Right, are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready? So I'm going to start passing the ball around. Right, it's going to start with me. Are you ready, Alexa?
Yeah, ready.
Right, let's do it.
Y la tiene Phil, se la pasa a Charlie que la domina bien y encuentra ahí, ¿quién está? Está Finn que la controla bien y encuentra a Matt, la tiene de regreso Phil, ahí está Kev, es suya, la tiene, cabecea ahí, ¡gol! ¡Golazo de los Shrimpers!
Oh, brilliant.
Well
done. Well done.
This, But
Well done.
for anyone
And
who's
winner.
listening to this, they must be thinking, what the hell has just gone on? Because visually, it doesn't make sense. And let alone if you're listening to this on the podcast, because it's just bonkers. But if you're
Absolutely.
listening, make sure you look at the YouTube video because it is just
That's
comedy.
going to be a TikTok, isn't it? You know it.
Went better than we had planned, I think.
Yeah, he did. He got the winner, and this time he didn't fall over. So brilliant. He didn't do a Dallas dive. You know, he stood tall, proper Kev style, in the back of the net. Brilliant. Well done. Fantastic. So, what's left to say? Thank you to our co-hosts, Finn, Charlie, and Matt. Matt, great to have you back. Hope you warm up, ready for next week. And thank you so much to our guest, Alexa. Let's give her a clap. It's been great. Come on, guys.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
There we go.
Thanks for
It's been great having you. Hopefully, we're going to have you on again soon. We'll obviously follow your results as well and see how you do. For
Thank you
Cruz
so much.
Azul.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you to our sponsors, Surgical Holdings, and our listeners. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And we will see you soon.